Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Danny's Diary. It's a bit wet and miserable here in Ireland this evening. Heavy rain forecast for tomorrow, and that looks like it's going to miss Sandown. The ground is good over there. We should have a great card on Saturday and hopefully plenty of Irish winners with a bit of luck. It depends which team you're on. I have 4 rides in Sandown, the first of which is Classic Getaway in the Oaksey Chase. Classic Getaway has been a right old horse for me. Maybe a little disappointing the last day in Cheltenham that we couldn't get a bit closer, but still jumped and travelled through the race. I think Sandown will suit him. There's a lot of jumping down the back, and yeah, hopefully in a race where they could go a strong gallop, he'll be able to land on into it later on. My second ride is a horse we haven't seen this season, Etait Temps. He was very good, winning 3 Grade 1s last year, finishing up at the Punchestown Festival. This is his first run of the season, but you know, he looks in good shape at home. Maybe lacks a recent run, obviously, but you know, I think he can acquit himself well here with that lack of a recent run. He's probably the freshest horse in the field, and you'd never really worry about fitness coming from Willie Mullins. So I'd love to see Etait Temps getting in there and mixing it a little bit with John Bon and the likes of Energamine. So hopefully he can put himself down as a possible champion chaser for next year. My third ride on the card is Minella Cocooner. Fantastic to be reunited with him. He loves it around Sandown. Last year he was very good, winning the Bet365 chase, and I think a reproduction of his run in Aintree or somewhere near it would be good enough to be very competitive. He probably over-raced somewhat and the saddle slipped in Aintree. A few things went against him and still ran with a lot of credit to finish 7th. So yeah, it's going to be exciting getting back on board Minella Cocooner. My fourth ride on the card in Sandown is Dr Eggman. This fella ran a good race in Cheltenham a few weeks back, finishing 2nd there. Yeah, he's a nice horse to look forward to. He's dropped £2 for that run in Cheltenham, and I think it's going to be a very competitive handicap, but hopefully he'll be bang there. Skelton Vs Mullins, is it going to be around for the next few years? You'd like to think so, but it's going to be next or near impossible for Willie to keep doing this. He got beat in Cheltenham in all the championship races and then pulled out an unbelievable performance in the Grand National to have 4 of the first 5 home. You know, that's just, it's very difficult to keep doing things like that. And, you know, you have Dan Skelton building up a serious team. His owners are so hungry to go and try and win the first championship for him. Nicky Henderson, you know, the champion hurdle and the champion chase didn't go his way this year. Had Constitution Hill and John Bon won in Cheltenham, it could be a very different fight to the end of the Trainers' Championship with Nicky Henderson. And then you've got the likes of Harry Durham building a strong team. Paul Nicholls has rerouted and shaken up the scouting team, so they're going to be finding a lot of new horses as well. And you know, there's so many teams. It's not just going to be a case of Mullins v Skelton. There's a lot more in the pot here, and everybody wants their share of a Trainers' Championship. That's why it's so unbelievable if Willie could get there and do it. But you know, Dan is making him fight all the way to the finish, and it's far from over yet. I think Dan is going to give this a real go in Sandown. Willie's got the numbers on the day, but it'll come down to the wire. Looking back on the British jumps racing season, what were the highlights? For me, I suppose the highlight was Jimmy Seuil winning the Coral Cup at the Cheltenham Festival. He bolted up the same day, a right little horse. He had a good run the year before and an unbelievable training performance from Willie to have one go there, his first run of the season, and do something like that. And that's what would give you the encouragement to think Etait Temps can run a big race this Saturday. Willie can do those things. I had a great spin in the Grand National on Meeting of the Waters, finished 5th, but looked like a winner, maybe getting to the elbow as he was moving through the field. That was real excitement, and hopefully we can be going back at Grand Nationals for many years to come. Sandown obviously this weekend is going to be a big part of the season, and yeah, fingers crossed we can do some more. After that we'll be on to Punchestown and do plenty more there.